Today we have more spreading of virus COVID-19 in countries around the world. And today they have more problem in Europe, right? Like in Italy, in Spain, and today more problem in America. And people in countries, we know how to protect ourselves from the virus by wearing the mask, by washing our hand with alcohol gel, with alcohol, with soap, how to do the social distance, how to stay away from the crowd. And one of the most important thing is about the stress. It's not among the doctors to have the stress. The brain gonna command the white blood cell not to fight. It's gonna command the white blood cell to do nothing, to stay still, doing nothing, no need to fight. And if we have no stress, we are happy, we have no worries. The brain gonna command the white blood cell to fight with the germs, with the virus. However, to say, don't you worry, don't you have the stress, is a way of saying, but it's almost impossible to do without a way. So we need a way how to control the stress. And one of the most effective way we can do by meditation, by meditating. And in Thailand, one of the most popular way to meditate, we do by concentrating on our breathing. When we are inhaling, when we are exhaling, we do it slowly from the beginning. And after that, it's gonna be natural. No need to force it. So from the beginning, to inhale, we do it slowly. And you're gonna feel the air on your nostrils. The air gonna touch the nostrils. When you are exhaling, you can feel the air going out, and you're gonna touch the nostrils. When we are inhaling, you can feel the rise of the belly. When you are exhaling, you're gonna feel the fall of the belly. And when you close your eyes, you can feel both the air touching your nostrils and the rise and the fall of your belly. And to keep doing this continuously in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or it's even better if you can increase to 30 minutes. You're gonna feel the peace, and you're gonna you won't be disturbed by the emotion like fear, like worries, like regret, like complaint. Nobody to complain, and you stay with the present. Then you're gonna feel the peace, and finally you have no stress. You are satisfied with the present, and the brain gonna command the white blood cell to kill the germs, to kill the virus, and you're gonna have the stronger antibody by meditation. And to eat vegan is also the good way to fight with the virus. So there's a report in China. The people who are vegetarian, not all of them is infected with the virus. Because to eat vegan, you're gonna have less inflammation inside the body. So when the virus attack you, the body basically have no inflammation. So when it attack you, it's gonna be difficult to cause the inflammation inside the body, and the antibody gonna fight with the virus more easily, more effectively. And this is a good way, meditation and eating vegan. I like to share you the stories of the living legend in Thailand who meditated and who survived from the situations, and it helped them a lot. One of them is the soccer team, 12 boys, and a coach trapped in the cave in the north of Thailand we call Tham Luang Cave, and they were trapped in the cave over 10 days. In the first 11 days, they had nothing to eat. The air in the cave is getting less and less. They drank the water from the ceiling of the cave, and they meditated, and they are not so they were not disturbed by the emotion, neither the fear, nor the worries, nor the regret, and nobody to blame, nobody to complain. They live with the present, and finally they survived by the team of the divers from around the world. Yeah, so it's the good side to show the unity of human, to save human in that incident when the boys were trapped in the cave, and the boy they learn how to do meditation from their coach, because he was a Buddhist monk, and he's like the life coach to save the lives of all of the boys and himself. And after around 11 days, they came out, and they were very skinny, and you can imagine you had no food to eat over 10 days, 11 days, and you lost a lot of muscle because of the body use the muscle inside. The body melt the muscles inside to survive. And meditation, by the belief, when the people do meditation, they're gonna need less air, less water, less food. So it's very helpful meditation. And to during this time for the spreading of COVID virus, the station to stay at home is much better, much easier, much happier than to get trapped in the cave. So we can take this opportunity to practice meditation. So there's a very beautiful opportunity in the crisis, and at the same time there's a crisis in any opportunity. So we will learn to take the good side. It's gonna be beneficial for us. So this is one of the good examples from the soccer team. One of the Thai scientists, his name is Dr. Aat Ong Chum Sai Nayutaya. He's like a living legend. He told about his story. Around 40 years ago, he went to study in England when he was 10 years old, and he fought with the classmate almost every morning with Thai boxing. Thai boxing then is not known by the foreigners like today. Today is very popular. So he fought with them every morning, and he was the bottom of the class every semester, second to the bottom, third to the bottom, fourth to the bottom, until 5 years, until he turned 15. He felt very ashamed to behave the same thing every morning, and he planned to study in the university. And then he tried to meditate 30 minutes a day. After a month, when the friends scolded at him, he just smiled. He said, when the friends scolded, it's just the vibration of the air by the law of physics. And he had no anger, and he forgave them. And after a year, he was top for every subject: art, music, English, mathematics. Any subjects, he was the top, and everybody in the school was very surprised. And he was awarded by a former Prime Minister of England to be the prominent student in science and in religion. Then he went to study in one of the best university of the world. He went to Cambridge University for engineering because his idol, he was a student in there, Sir Isaac Newton. And however, that was around 200 years ago. And he said in the university every day he meditated 1 hour every day. And after 2 years in the university, one day the professor came to see him and told him, don't come here anymore, you know everything. So he received a bachelor degree after 2 years in the university, and master degree too. Then he went to study in Imperial College of London for a doctorate degree. And he took the time to meditate 3 hours a day. And finally, while he was meditating, he saw the pictures about the microwave, and he know how to use it, the microwave for communication technology. And he wrote the thesis, and he presented the thesis to the professor. The professor was very angry with him. He said, why did you do the thesis? I haven't yet given you any topic. And he apologized him and asked him to read. Then the professor said, it's great, it's good thesis. And he approved the topics for him. And he invited the specialists from outside, the top specialists of England, to come to question him about the thesis. And he said in the room, not a single question was asked. Everybody nodded. Then he came back to Bangkok and taught in the top university of Thailand, in Chulalongkorn University. He was a teacher, a professor for the engineering. And he said in the university, instead of teaching about engineering, he taught the student more about meditation. And finally he went to the US for NASA. He applied for NASA to design the landing system of the Viking spacecraft, landing on Mars. Before that, nobody can do. He went there and worked in the laboratory and wrote a lot of thesis, wrote a lot of formulas, mathematics formulas, and it didn't work. And he went to meditate on the mountain in California 5 days, 4 nights, and he saw the picture how to design the landing system of the Viking spacecraft. He came down and designed, and he successful. It passed, and he came to Bangkok again to be the professor in Chulalongkorn University. And one more example is about the son of the second richest businessman in Malaysia. He can speak 8 languages. He went to study in Actually, he was born in England. He can speak 8 languages, and he came to be a monk in Thailand. And he had been a monk in Thailand because the forest monk. He preferred to live in the forest over 20 years. His name is Siripanyo. That's the name of the monk. They have the special name for the monk that's different from their real name or their original name. It's like the senior monks renamed them, gave them the new name. So his name is Siripanyo. And he left over 10 billion US dollars to the sisters, and he didn't take even a single penny, even a single cent with him to Thailand. And he was happy with the secluded life, and one of the reasons because of the meditation, because it happiness beyond the happiness is the happiness that's not disturbed by any kind of emotions. So these are things I like to share you. How useful is meditation? Either the soccer team that got trapped in the cave, or the living legend, the Thai scientist Dr. Adong Chumsai Yuthaya, or even the monk Siripanyo Bhikkhu. They all experience the happiness or the use of the meditation. So during this time, it's like a crisis, and you can learn from the crisis. So it's the best opportunity to practice. Every moment, every minute is worthwhile. You can use it to practice. And finally, when you experience about the peace from meditation, and you can use it anytime, today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, because in the future we don't know when there would be another crisis, and another crisis. It's like the history is repeat itself all the time. And these are things I like to share to you, and I hope it's gonna be useful to you, and you're gonna be happy with meditation. And thanks for watching. I'm Cherapan Subarnapan.